more of these sauces.
Oh, you posted a wings video.
I'm streaming live now too. Yeah, the last one was running live, but this one you need the link. Do you want the link?
I was going to share it, but yeah.
Yeah, hold on a second.
No, I found it.
What's the current live stream?
I think so.
I think the current live stream is only available if you have.
Oh, all right. Do you mind if I share it?
Huh?
Like on Facebook?
I mean, it's not like I don't know how blue is Zach working tonight. Like, I mean, I heard there's some questions. And you can't be doing any of that because we'll get weird feedback. So,
I will.
But I have my headphones around if you want to hear how the stream sounds and then
It
comment.
sounds really good.
If you want to work the booth.
I can work the booth if you like.
Oh my God, they smell hot. Troublingly so, I would say.
I'm sorry I'm so gassy.
We're live streaming.
People know I'm gassy. And also, no one has the link right now. Literally nobody is watching yet.
Yeah, except for I did send the link to my.
If they're on now,
yeah.
well then.
They're probably not. I don't think anyone's streaming. Oh yeah, there's no viewers. Thank God. You can send it to my family too if you want.
Well, I'm posting on Facebook.
Okay.
I sent you the link.
I know. So I'll pull that up.
When it's time. When it's time, I can also just like show the picture to both. I can be like a floating head and pop it and be like, here's the picture. Yeah.
Okay. And you don't know anything about that?
No, I haven't told them.
Nice.
It's true. I don't know jack shit.
I didn't know about it either. It was pretty funny.
Could I trouble you to grab me a couple paper towels?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a little roll.
Yeah, let's go. Where is it?
To the left of the fridge.
Napkins?
I'm not picky.
No, paper towel is a lot easier.
Let me grab your relic. For this.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
If you were Gordon Ramsay, you'd have like the little spray bottle of citric acid something.
Do you want your milk poured?
You know what? We're probably not going to need it. So it's. I'm sure it's fine.
We're not going to need it.
Yeah. I mean, why would we need milk?
Marissa, if I tag you for hosting, should I tag Melba's ears or Marissa the what?
You can do Marissa like
Oh fuck! Is that what I look like?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna pour beer.
You got your questions?
Relic.
And I'm gonna get my questions up.
Relic Oktoberfest.
A nice Relic Oktoberfest to go with the burn.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. I think after like wing 4, if we really need milk.
Yeah.
All right, post it
pretty poor.
on my Instagram and my Facebook.
Very nice.
You know which ones are number 1 through?
Yeah. So
One, two,
to
three,
recap,
4, 5, 6.
to recap wing lineup,
Mhm.
we have number 1 here at the northwest corner of the plate is buffalo sauce from Hot Ones.
Yeah, then the
Supposed to be
Seattle
good.
position, yes.
And then going left to right, second, number 2 is Melinda's hot honey mustard sauce, which is very good on a pulled pork sandwich.
Mhm.
Number 3 is the Los Calientes. Is that
Can you try that one more time?
Los Calientes
Thank you.
Barboca, which I think is a little smokier than the regular Los Calientes. And then we have Mushroom Mayhem,
Sick.
which is delicious, I gotta say. And then coming into the big boy corner, we have Garlic Reaper,
Mhm.
and then the Last Dab,
Yeah.
which I think we might do the dab on. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I so the general cadence is like eat, and then I'll ask a question. I'm gonna pull up my questions just so I remember. And as folks know, we're all here because this gentleman went 0-14 in fantasy football, which is
0-14, winless
Yeah,
season,
Woo!
last place, as bad as it can go. Least points scored, most points scored against. Although, shout out to Abdul for losing to me in the toilet bowl. It's meaningless, has no bearing on this, but shout out to Abdul.
all right. Long time no see, man. I'd like to meet up with some of these guys. So let's kick it off.
All
So we're doing the buffalo.
First, you gotta I guess.
This is the Hot Ones buffalo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
it was like not too spicy. That's an everyday hot sauce that I would get. I always recommend going. Their regular hot sauce is fucking awesome as well.
Is that good swearing or not?
So
It's fine. It's fine.
so we're here based. We didn't have a rule that 0-14 meant you had to do the last stab. You made that up yourself, which I think is like commendable. You know. But we're here based on like we all like to do sports betting, and I've known you for several years now, and I'm always like perplexed about your betting strategy. And I've been thinking a lot about it lately, and I gotta ask you, do you think your betting strategy is representative of the good of humankind?
No. I think it's the exact opposite. I think it's it's an example of the worst instincts of humankind. I don't want something to happen, so I bet on it happening. It's twisted, it's deranged, and it's unfortunate. Look, I don't want to be in this situation where the only way for me to win is to bet against what I want to happen. But it's the way it worked out.
One of the worst ones I think had to do with a certain spray tanned orange haired gentleman.
Oh, he's going down this year. I will be putting a lot of money on him to win this election. I mean, I already have a fair bit, to be honest, on him to win the primary.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
that's surprising. I didn't know I was going to get this detail.
No, it's deranged. I know. But yeah, I bought at like 36 cents, and now it's worth like 90 something cents. So I am up on Trump primary, which is unfortunate, but here we are.
Yeah. But you are taking advantage of a system that's representative of the dark nature of capitalism. So I think you can make an argument that you're just taking advantage of something that's evil about our society.
Well, so there's kind of two questions there, right? There's like, is just gambling in general like okay?
Yeah.
And also like, is gambling on the things I gamble on okay? Mm-hmm. And well, I'm gonna keep doing it. So
it breaks my heart when you bet against the Patriots, though. Every single time.
Under every year. I'm sorry, over. No, really, I shouldn't be betting on the Patriots. This year, I was trying to bet as many season-long over-unders as I could, and Pat's under wins was easy. So,
okay. You want to go on to wing two?
Yeah. Honey mustard?
Yeah, this is the Melinda's habanero honey mustard. So that's
a little hotter than I expected honey mustard to be. Yeah.
It's got habanero in it. Yeah, and it lets you know that it's there pretty soon, pretty early in the on the palate.
These wings are perfect, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, they should be a little bit smoky from the smoker, so that hopefully that doesn't override the taste of the sauce, because that's what this is about. But anyway, let me take another bite here.
got a good buzz going in my mouth right now. A good, I'm not at full hornet's nest, but I feel like there are some hornets in my mouth. A couple.
It's a good heat though. Like it's like, hey, I can handle this. I like this.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of flavor that goes along with it. I'm having a great time.
Well,
So-
the main thing I took into this experience was fear is the mind killer. So I'm trying not to be afraid. It's going okay.
Okay. Just keeping with the theme of sports, because that's something that we talk about a lot. The Patriots, what a dismal performance this season. But you saw we got rid of Bill, and we signed,
Unceremoniously dumped. Yeah.
and we signed Gerard Mayo, and he's talking about all this like, let's spend some money.
Mhm.
Let's invest in wide receivers. Maybe they get Marvin Harrison Jr. Do you think it's all talk, or do you think is he just saying what we want to hear, or do you think he's going to be a man of action?
People love Gerard Mayo. Everyone that I've listened to talking about their experiences with him love him. And he was a good Patriot. He's been on the coaching staff for a while. I do wish him the best. There's certain concrete milestones in the offseason I'm waiting to see. And I'm not making any predictions about this team or his ability to coach it until I see who's on this coaching staff, who's throwing the ball.
Yeah.
What they decide to do in the draft will tell me a lot. I don't know if Marvin Harrison Jr. solves all of our problems. Although
They're saying he's a generational talent.
it's undisputable, he'd be the best wide receiver we have had in a long time.
Probably since Randy, right?
Probably since, at least Chris Hogan.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Wasn't he like D2
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse?
Yeah, I was just talking about that the other day.
Nuts. All right. Well, I think we'll go on to wing 3 here.
Okay, what do we got?
This is your Los Calientes, which
okay,
is
okay.
which is comes on sweet, and then the heat sneaks up on you. What did I say?
You can say whatever you want.
Los Calientes. Duo would be mad.
Do you know, I don't think I don't think a single person has opened the stream.
Not yet, no.
I did.
I posted it's on my Instagram
Yeah.
and my Facebook, and it's in the family group chat and the East Hartford group chat.
No, we're not doing it for them.
No, we're not doing it for them, but I do, and I specifically also sent it to Eric because, man.
No, and look, it's going to be available after. So, it's not like it's not going to be enjoyed.
So
That's all anyone really wants to see is me eat the last dab, anyways. And until I'm not miserable yet, so that means I am not yet giving the people what they want.
Okay.
there is going to be like an accrued heat as we get going here
I
too.
think the
There.
second half is gonna be rough. Where everyone's just
So this is the portion of the show where we do a deep dive on your social media. You don't really have much for social media, so I reached out to your wife for this, and she came through big, and I think she might have the picture handy.
Picture slash,
Is it what I think it is?
probably.
Yeah, I didn't know about this, and it struck me as not an everyday Nick Tuzio thing, and
Being a public nuisance, or
Yeah.
overall kind of a dick.
Yeah, but the original.
Okay. Well, we'll have to add that in post.
do we know what
Facebook group's 360 members say the festivities should be canceled altogether.
It's a weekend with a history of destruction and violence, and I'm not sure that UConn should support a tradition like that.
Other students say they want to see spring weekend continue.
So what was going on there?
I was an RA at the University of Connecticut back when spring weekend was a yearly, just debauched thing. And it sucked being an RA at spring weekend because you see
I'm
the
actually
worst.
surprised that you were an RA. That doesn't really track.
Somehow, not only was I an RA, they asked me to do it again, like a second time. I couldn't believe it. I don't think I was very good at it, but I think there were people who were worse at it.
So what doesn't track with the Nick Tuzio that I know is that like I think suburban moms everywhere are just feeling very comfortable by seeing you there denouncing this debauchery weekend thing, and that doesn't really like that. I just couldn't picture it happening.
Well, don't forget that I'm like a massive hypocrite, just a fool who likes to embarrass himself publicly on a regular basis. So, it didn't seem weird to me to, simultaneously be getting wasted with my college buddies and also complaining about spring weekend. Plus, I just really, it's important to remember that the genesis of that video is I created a Facebook group called End Spring Weekend, and it got a lot of traction, enough traction that the news wanted to talk to me. So, it's not like I was alone on this. I didn't like, so.
It's a Facebook group like that doesn't track with what the Nick Tuzio I know. I feel,
that's fair.
But yeah, I think you're just you're catering to the suburban mom that wants to send their kid to UConn. Like, oh yeah, this guy's
No. I was
clean cut.
I never once
individuals.
thought about the suburban moms. It was all about campus safety and security. I believe that was also the year the guy died at Spring.
Yeah, that's
Weekend.
what the
Yeah, so
there's the first 2 minutes that's mostly about like the guy dying and then,
okay,
like
yeah.
a couple other people get interviewed and then
I try.
So-
I try not to watch my
R.I.P.
own media
guy.
output. So he was from Milford, I believe. It was a whole thing, but yeah.
well that was enlightening. So let's move on to Wing 4 here. We have the Torchbearer Mushroom Mayhem,
Okay.
which has got a really fun label on it.
So how hot is this supposed to be?
This is like a 6 on the show.
Okay.
This looks like a kind of a brolic version of Dano fighting with mushrooms. You know how it'd be.
Oh, that's good. It's weird. It's mushroomy. It's very mushroomy.
It's got it's got a citrus taste to it. There's like mandarin oranges or something in there. I welcome it. But yeah, you should get the umami from the mushroom. I'll take another bite here. So let's talk about music. I think you're the only person I know that has ever talked about Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. So
Just me and anyone who's ever met me.
So as some personally, I'm somebody that kind of looks to music as like, something that's going to be healing emotionally or be uplifting. So like, what gets you into them in the morning or evening?
Well, I like dark music. I like storylines and thought processes that are a little on the gloomier side, and I don't think like Nick Cave invented that. He was ripping off Elvis and Johnny Cash. Oh, okay, that one actually, that's hot. That's hotter than I expected. It built up.
Yeah. This is about the part of the show where
We have
start doing
reached
the effects.
it's I suppose it's about that time.
Do you need to get some side milk because the next one's gonna be real fucking hot? And Marissa sauced those liberally.
Good job.
Whoops.
So
That it lets you know that's there.
I just look. I like happy music too. I like all kinds of music. I like Japanese jazz fusion, man. I like listening to some indie folk stuff. You and I have seen a couple different types of music together. We're going to Gizzard this summer.
That's exciting because they seem to be like all over the place and they put out a lot of music that I haven't really listened to. So excited to see them live. 3-hour marathon set.
3-hour marathon set.
We're going to a Broadway show together. Oh, yeah.
All right. Do we want to get side milk Or-
I think the milk is probably necessary at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
I was-
lunchtime?
Because, things are getting a little sweaty over here.
So your hands are dirty, so I can
Yeah, do you need any
Oh,
help?
well,
So
I
you
can do
don't
both if
taste
you want.
My hands aren't dirty. I am very. I don't like having my hands be dirty. It's actually my least favorite thing about wings. I love wings, but I also prefer boneless wings that I can eat with a fork and knife.
Like, if you hadn't known, you have no sauce on your face.
Yeah, that's.
I'm very proud of you.
Wait, are you serious?
No sauce, like no.
Yeah, I'm surprised
I
because
wouldn't lie to you on camera. I wouldn't.
I fucking I wear it. I'm gonna save it for after.
Okay, so this is the Ghost Reaper.
This is the Ghost Reaper. This
Okay, so this is the pain. This is like
This
the point
is-
where we're at. I'm being punished for doing a bad thing.
This would be like I think at the number 9 spot. So you're starting to get your punishment.
Yeah.
Um,
Cheers.
You don't
to
have to-
the too fast, too QB, too flex, too furious fantasy football league.
and you don't have to eat the whole thing. I'm gonna take like a baby bite. Oh my. Oh. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's fucking me up, man. I'll ask the question.
This might be the point where the show starts to get a little derailed.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to eat it all. Whew. So keeping with the music theme, one of the things that we talk about a lot is music festivals, and one in particular, Bonnaroo.
Yep, Bonnaroo. Yeah.
Which you have to explain.
So from a guy that's never been there before, what separates it from just like another Gov's Ball or Brochella? Like, what's so good about it?
Well, the thing that separates it the most, this is very hot, from those two festivals you named, is that it's out in the middle of nowhere. And you can't have a shitload of drunk 15-year-old city kids taking the subway there, which is a thing that happens at those two other festivals.
I know I've been to Gov's Ball; it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a very hot wing. That is a.
I believe it's the hottest wing I've ever had in my life.
Riveting content. Just two overweight millennials just breathing heavily.
With their wives laughing.
You know, I said at one point that I wanted to try to retain my dignity. Whew.
You're doing a great job, honey.
It's not going to last much longer. It's
Well, at least no one's watching.
at least no one's watching it live. I guess. Well, I can't delete it. That's hot. That's hot. Why do you want a bottle of that? Why?
I got it because my stepsister got divorced.
That's now on YouTube.
Well, I mean, it's just legal fact.
We
Okay,
got
it's not-
my stepbrother-in-law. He eats hot stuff like this. We got it for him.
And then it was just decided that, we're not actually giving him a choice. So we got stuck with that and
Which more fancy stuff?
This was a huge mistake.
That one was fully coated.
Yeah. Yeah. So, where's the bad boy?
That's the last one.
We're still talking about Bonnaroo.
So I think we covered it. Not having to get on the subway.
Yeah.
It's out in the middle of nowhere. I've actually been to Manchester, Tennessee many times, and I describe it as a glorified truck stop.
God's own country.
It is pretty out there. And the lineup has changed over time.
Mhm.
It was very much like in the spirit of old Woodstock back, but now it's like a little more poppy.
Yep.
Do you like that or?
Yeah, I like there being a variety. I like being able to see a bunch of different stuff. I don't like when festivals are all one thing. I get bored.
All right. Because
Like
I was looking at some of the 2002 lineups, like or around that.
They were
era.
jammy. They were very jammy.
Widespread Panic, Phil Lesh with special.
Well, like
guest
Widespread
Bob
Panic
Weir.
headlining,
Yeah.
like which is what's wild. Like Widespread would play today, but they would be like playing maybe a midnight set or like a 4 or 5 o'clock set.
They wouldn't be a main headliner. They'd be, but they're at Jazz
They ain't
Fest.
getting that Nicki Minaj slot.
Yeah.
Or is it
Or-
Megan Thee Stallion this year? I forget. One of them's headlining. It's a hot wing. I'm not happy.
Might I interject?
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 questions. 1, your favorite Bonnaroo set, and 2, can you explain the Bonnaroo rule?
So, first, the Bonnaroo rule is that
Bonnaroo?
I was at a friend's party one time, and for the 4th year in a row, I was talking about my favorite music festival too much because I had just come back. And one of my friends decided that every time I said the word Bonnaroo, they would drink and do that until I noticed.
Continue
I don't know if I
drink-
noticed.
You didn't
Continue.
notice that night.
Yeah,
You didn't notice that night.
not that night at least. Yeah. So I guess I eventually, or did they just tell me because they felt
I
bad?
told you the
Yeah.
next time. Yeah.
And now just every time I say that, I have to drink. It's rough. And then what was the other question?
Your favorite Bonnaroo set.
First year I went, 2014. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds played a midnight set to a crowd of approximately no one. I left Jack White early because I thought there would be a crowd in front, and I didn't think I would get close to Nick Cave. And then there was like 150 people there because the Flaming Lips, Frank Ocean, and Skrillex were all playing at the same time. I love the Flaming Lips. Love them. Love them.
Great show.
But Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds is my favorite band. So I sat closer than I have any right to sit to someone that amazing, eating a bowl of jambalaya at 12:30 at night at the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival in Manchester, Tennessee.
Bonnaroo?
All right. I
Can
know
you hand
it's
me the bottle.
You're gonna do it.
I have to. It's a principle thing.
All right.
Although, can I have a little more milk,
Yeah.
please? Thank you.
Yeah, same. All right. So it's tradition around here to.
It's more milk than either of you ever drink.
I don't. It helps, right?
So I'm adding an extra drop of. There's a
should be
little
good.
on there already.
It should be noted that we're oat milk people, so this is going to be double trouble.
We did not get that.
No, it's oat.
We did not get that. No.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, we didn't think, I've never seen him drink this much milk.
So I never drink milk.
And, you know,
On
everything.
I'm probably going to be drinking everything
It's
within
a big
arm's
point,
reach of
you're
me
gonna
for a
have to
while.
How'd you get this come out?
It's a delicate balance because he
Actually,
wants to get
what you're
a
doing.
little bit out, but he's afraid of going too hard because then he's going to get a lot out.
All right, and I think
My lips are numb.
What's the Scoville rating for this guy?
in the 2 millions, I think.
Okay, cool. Is that the
Um,
one with pepper X?
and then we cheers.
Who makes a thing called Pepper X? Honestly.
All right, here's
yeah.
to Too Fast, Too QB, Too
Yeah.
Furious,
too,
and
too fast, too flex, too QB, too furious.
Two fabulous.
All right,
Yeah.
good luck, guys.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh my God.
The more chicken you eat, the more it'll balance out. Maybe.
We have lime juice, lemon juice if you need it.
I need the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna lose my dignity pretty quickly, I think. I don't.
So that wasn't fully slathered like the other one.
Yeah, I got a good drop on there though, but I think this is gonna be a slow increase over time. I'm worried. I'm really worried about this.
I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen to me later tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So what's the last dab question?
So we're here today because this 0-14 season, I feel like you should be careful going outside in the rain, like you're get struck by lightning. Like what's the probability of that is outrageous. So do you take any responsibility to that, and then how do you bounce back next year?
Well, I just want to make sure I'm on the record and everyone knows. I also I only did 2 fantasy leagues this year, and I went to the finals in my other league. Like I went 0-14 in one league. I went to the championship in the other league. So I did okay. As for and again, you look at that 0-14 team. You know who I drafted number 1 overall? The MVP. That's who.
Of what team?
Of the NFL, but also yes, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. So did I blow the number 1 overall pick? I would say no. I took Saquon. Okay, that didn't work out great, but then I took AJ Brown, who through the first pretty good chunk of the season played well. Rodgers got hurt immediately. I think I took him with my 4th or 5th pick.
It was crazy to watch.
And again, I had the least points scored. That's because my team was bad. But I also had the most points scored against me by far. If anyone else had to play the schedule I played, they would have also done poorly. Because my opponents scored way more than the best team in the league.
Have you looked up what the probability of it is? It's crazy. Even with actual football, there's things you can do in the locker room.
The only reason
win.
the only reason I would ask what the probability of that happening was so I could if it was C3PO and I could ask him and then I could slap him and say never tell me the odds. I don't want to. It's
Oh my god.
Okay, so what's happening here? Is this last dab either a slower buildup over time, or is it just the Ghost Reaper fucked me up?
I think we put more on the Ghost Reaper. I'm actually going to eat the rest of that wing, just so for posterity.
Well, ooh,
it's good though. It tastes good.
it was good.
Yeah, we did way less of the last dab.
Well, but all anyone ever does is a drop, right? That's the thing.
No, they coat them all, and then they put the dab on.
I see.
We fully coated that.
I breathed in and too much came. Ooh.
That's what she said.
Good job, guys.
That's reasonable.
That makes sense.
So now we're
This camera.
now we're at the end of the road. Tell the people what you got going on in your life. We got this camera, this camera, this camera.
We got that camera, that camera, that camera.
Rocking some amazing hair.
I'm gonna go to Capitol Groove later this summer. I'm gonna go see Sum 41. I'm gonna see Portugal the Man. Gonna see Anxious. Gonna see
Yeah.
Gonna see McCluskey.
Spam a lot.
Spamela, yep. Bleachers. King Gizzard.
August.
Ooh, this is unpleasant. My lips. You know what? It's the back left of my tongue is in incredible pain.
Yeah. I was kind of having the feeling of will it ever go away?
Yeah.
When does the trip stop?
Can we talk?
Will I always feel like this?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What are usually the names that we're saying?
You're also going to see our new cats this evening
Hmm.
and have an opportunity to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
To
them
play.
lick my fingers.
We're gonna do some true action.
So what?
You can give them some treats.
Hmm. Hmm.
We also have a 50 toys.
I would like to point out that I did better than you in my league.
I went to the finals in one of my leagues.
I did not. But I did not get to 0-14.
Well, no one went 0-14. No one goes 0-14. It's a ridiculous thing to have happen. It's not likely, and it's not impressive, and it's worth being punished.
So maybe the fantasy football gods will be We got your back next year.
Oh my god, it's like burning my face. It's not like just my lip. It feels like it's.
Well, when you're done, you can go wash your hands.
Fire.
Fire, flames.
Flames. The side of my face.
Why did I do this?
I don't know.
I smiled too much and my lips are burning so
Even
much.
smiling makes my face ache.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like sipping water and then licking my lips for the next 2 hours.
Sounds hot.
I feel like my voice sounds weird.
No.
I think we're good. Are we all set? Have
I ate 6 wings of increasingly hot nature. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, let's. Woo, yeah. Now that there's finally 2 people watching.
Oh, who are the 2
It's
people?
not me.
Who are the 2 people? I don't want to know. Oh, 1 person, they left.
Yeah, I don't know if it tells you who's watching,
Okay.
but
Well, thank you. Give us a thumbs up.
God, my mouth hurts.
And the stream.
Yeah, you can end the stream.
Okay. Bye, kids.
Bye.
It should do these dishes 4 times.